Now I know motherfucking well.
Profit, y'all straight out the bio. H-Town, Texas. Better check my bio. Pressure getting applied on D-Ryan. Go mode, like, share, subscribe. At you with my promo. Peep out my mojo. I'm big wheel with the blitz. If you wanna kick back, holla at the yogi and rich. As for me and quality, we gon' report the hustle. Coming strong with discussion and posing the muscle.
AKA quality with your neighborhood brother. TV getting it in from a personal spin. We're a team with a dream, dominating your scene. Put the fire to a take and see if you can relate. Maybe put it in the bag, throw that shit in the trash. Ain't no us without you, so you part of the crew. Time to part, y'all. Please support y'all. Welcome to H-Town. We breaking it all down.
This shit a vibe for real. This for the city for real. HTBC, we in this thing for real. From the north to the south to the east to the west. H-Town by you city, you know who do it the best. We win the by committee. Ain't no iron team. Moved out my mama house. Now we reign the supreme. Talk to us. We talk back in the comments. Gotta measure this game. Give it to you in increments.
Hey, y'all. Welcome. It's Tuesday. What episode is this, man?
30, baby. The 30 piece, baby.
Who is
Hey,
30? Come on.
Terrell
Give me
Davis.
somebody.
How
Oh,
about
we
you,
got
Terrell Davis?
TD.
How
TD,
about you, Terrell
baby.
Davis, baby?
What? Denver Bronco, man. He got the best last name in the game, Davis. Hey,
Might,
man.
might, might be
That-
might be Steph Curry.
Hey,
Oh, you
I
Curry with
picked
the
up what you was putting
threes.
down when you was shooting it, goddamn.
That's TB. Would that be because he from LA? Let's just try right there. Is it because he from LA that you
He ain't from
Curry?
Nah,
LA.
I ain't know even from LA, but
Steph
I'm
ain't
just
from
talking about,
LA. Steph
you
from
know what I'm
Okay,
Florida.
saying?
okay. So
I
hey
He
like
meant to
man,
Steph
say West
Curry. I
Coast.
like
He meant
Steph
to say
Curry.
West Coast.
quality. You a little dog down there. I can't see you, baby, but we gonna get to you. We gonna get to you. Yes, we is. Yes, we is. Fellas, how y'all doing, man?
Man, can't complain, bro. Can't complain at all on my side. Doing all right.
Okay, before we start, I'm gonna get my guys to introduce themselves. I just was warming us up, making sure we had good sound quality, everything good, visuals good. I'm gonna start with the hardest working man up there who looked like he in the motherfucking desert, but I don't know where he is, but he looking good up there. Talk to him, man.
Drink your water, man.
God
Look
damn it.
out, man. It's your boy Big Yogi, you know what I'm saying? Checking in, you know what I'm talking about? Hey, man, from the north to the south, to the east to the west. H-Town Bayou City, baby. Y'all know who do it the best. Hey, man, keep
Already.
on. Fuck with a fat boy, huh?
Already, man. Already. Say, man. My twin on the left right here, she's a little dark. He like dark Vader. Hey, right now we need you to be light skinned. We might can see you, but don't worry about it. We're gonna see them goals and keep you talking. Hey man, introduce yourself, man. Who is that?
Say, man, as long as you see them gold teeth, you know I'm here. I might be the dark spot, but them gold teeth gonna let you know I'm in the building. Yo,
See?
this is NAT, Silent E, a.k.a.
Already.
Quality.
Already, man. We're gonna keep this going with none other than the brother right above me. I can't say no more or no less. Talk to him, man.
Hey man, man, it's T Ben, your neighborhood brother checking in, ready to pod, like the OG say. Let's get it
Okay.
in.
Hey
Yeah.
man, hey listen. I shouldn't have to, but I am. Y'all already know who it is. Rich Blackman, aka Rich Uncle Pennyback, aka the world greatest Catch Me Friday. And I tell you what that N stands for. I know you already know, but I ain't gonna say it on this show because this is the family part. This the uplifting, this the good part.
Yeah,
So yeah, man.
it's sophisticated over here. You know what
You
I'm
see what
saying?
I'm talking about? So yeah, man, with that being said, man, hey, look, man. We're gonna jump into your topic, Yogi, because I know you're going first, but there's a couple things we need to address, man. One of them, T Ben, because you wasn't there Friday for us. I really want to know how you feel about that trash ass video your homeboy Zero done. I'm gonna start right there with you. I did with that Mo City Done video. Did you see it?
The video out already?
Dog,
See,
they were
that's
gonna
how
make me do
trash
it.
it is.
They
That's
were
how
gonna make
trash it is.
Hold
look.
That's
on, the
how
video
trash
out
it is.
already?
What?
I didn't know it was out already.
Oh man, T man, that's why you didn't know. That's how bad it is. Because if it was that, you'd have knew. You'd have been like, man, hey,
Hold on, Rich.
It's it's
Hold
trash.
on, Rich. Hold on. The video,
BFI.
the official video is not out yet. Everything we've seen from it, it was behind the scenes. Basically, the scenery of the video. The scenery was like it was average as fuck. It
I
was
didn't
just
seen the
average.
video. I'm not
So
speaking for
that's
no
what I
good
seen.
thing.
I seen behind the scenes. I ain't
No,
know it
no,
was
no.
officially out yet.
No. I'm gonna get that to y'all. I got insider. Yeah, man.
But
It
now
looked
check
like
this out. I have
See,
been
Rich,
seeing people talking about, man, he was, why he was in
that's
Mo
all.
City. Why, but I'm saying, but I seen him in Mo City on some behind the scenes though.
all the behind the scenes I seen, he was in Fifth Ward, brother, off of
See,
Liberty Road.
at the
Okay,
nickel.
well, I guess video I seen he wasn't in Mo City.
See, I
Hey,
just was
Rich,
curious.
everybody ain't got the inside track like you, man. You got to go ahead and send that, man. I want to see shit.
Nah, you ain't missing nothing. You're not missing Nathan. Well, I'm saying only reason I'm saying that, fellas, because for 25 years they'll build up the announcement, and now you're gonna make a video with all the technology and how it is, and you just gonna give us what I'm saying, just a 1988 video with you just rapping with flip flops and some black shirts on, and what I'm saying. It made the city look bad. It made the city look real
It
bad.
may look bad. Is that bad, Rich?
Can
Yeah, it made it
simple
look
be
bad, dog.
considered good? Can simple be
Huh?
considered good?
Hell
Hey,
no.
quality,
Now
quality,
when you announce after 25 years, say,
quality.
man, do
Hold
y'all
on.
understand what that song does in the club? Do you understand what people do when that song? It's a movement. It caught New York. It caught every coast now. And this is our time. And they just gonna fumble the ball like that. He didn't
Hey
even
man,
get a
but you know
lineup,
the
a
video.
shade.
It's just the video though, man. The song's still gonna be a anthem. Come on now.
Yes, yes. We're not taking from the song. But when you say, hey man, it's been 25 years, it's time for us to shoot a video. I just know they did it on the rainy Wednesday.
I hate that it was raining. I do. I
Now,
hate that it was a rainy day. I hate
now,
that.
T-Man, I got to call the question here. If we was in
Yeah.
trial, I would have to call you to question right now. How you know it was a rainy Wednesday? You know all the Pacifics, but ain't seen the video. I think that is
Man,
kind of
I
suspicious.
didn't.
I
Hold on,
think
man. I
that
didn't see it
quite
behind the scenes.
suspicious.
Hey, Rich, the
Huh?
official video ain't out yet, man.
Okay,
We
okay,
talking
I
about
see what
behind
you're
the
saying.
scenes.
Okay. I'm back up. I'm back up. I crawfish. I
I
crawfish.
see how you
I'm
do it,
back
man.
up.
Y'all see how you do it, man. Now I'm a little
I'm trying to
aggressive.
catch you. Well, no, yeah, he's aggressive. You see that? I'm backing up. You see? Hey,
It
with
wasn't
that
no,
being
it wasn't no slabs in that motherfucker.
what?
None of the
They
legends
had
was
the
in that
blue
bitch.
line. They had the blue. Now that's the point I'm getting at, T-Ben. Let me clarify. When I said
All
it
you
was
seen was
trash,
this.
you saw it was bullshit. You saw Jay. You saw the fifth one. You saw the people who the video wasn't for. I think that was a time that you and Trey should have been side by side for the city. I think that's the
I
time
thought
Lil
that.
Flip. I think Lil Flip should have been right there. If Jay gonna be that dude, have them people there. Make it something. After 25 years, we're gonna squash it right here. You see what I'm
Hey,
saying? Have little
I
Kiki
thought
there.
that. I thought that would have. I thought he would have had trending video. I
You
really
see
did.
what I'm
I said,
trying
man,
to
that's gonna be a big surprise right there, man. That's
you
gonna
see what I'm
really,
trying to say?
man.
Have
I hope
old
he
Mike
do.
Joe.
I
Nah,
hope he
hell
do.
no. Hell no. Ain't none of that
It ain't
happening.
out yet. It ain't out
I'm,
yet. We don't know.
I'm out, and I'm telling you, it's not. It's
Okay.
a fifth wall
Okay.
video. It's a north
Dang.
side fifth wall video. They paid for it and they played for it. It ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just for me, it wasn't for the city. Like you posted, ain't no way a song like that and Zero being who he is, you don't have Kiki, Slim, Kill. I mean, OBT, the whole city. You know what I'm trying to say? We don't we don't support each other. I understand that we might not mess with each other, but support is different, man. Make the city look good one time. But hey, here we go. You know.
Dang.
Not to hold the show with that. That's just something I wanted to bring you, T-Ben. I know we got to keep it moving on. We almost 10 minutes in. You know I'm good on the time. Say, Yogi, you ready to come on in with what you got, brother? So I didn't ruin it. So I'm gonna just stay right here and see what you got.
I was born ready, baby. Let's
Okay,
get it.
there it is. You got some theme music. Every hero needs some theme music.
Hello, dun 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 dun.
Okay, there it is.
Boy, we just do it like this. Do it like this.
man, say man, how y'all doing? First off, man, if you are a Verizon customer, I know you are very upset right now. Nigga, I
Whoa.
have no service out here. Nigga, I lost all my balls. Ain't
Can you hear
that
me
a
yet?
trip? The only thing I'm good on is the Wi-Fi, man. But so I didn't know if I would have had time to come on with you guys tonight, man. I had a topic in mind, but I ain't got no videos for it. So what
Okay.
I want to talk about is this. I want to talk about how us as black people are viewed in this country. So I'm speaking on two situations that happened recently, right? You got the Chinese man in South Carolina killing a 14-year-old boy and getting off with it, and you have a black kid that that killed unalived a white guy in self defense and got found guilty of the crime. I'm not gonna lie, man. I had a conversation with my little brother earlier, and we was talking about it, and just hearing it and just thinking about it, the situation angered me because I'm like, man, like how like it's crazy, man, how we looked at in this country, and they not trying to hide, how we're looked at. You know what I'm saying? Like for a Chinese man to sit up there and then this video's out because the Chinese they basically say the Chinese man killed the young black man because he stole a bottle of water. I seen a video where the kid was in the store. They asked him to put his backpack down. He puts his backpack down by the door. He goes to the water cooler. He goes to the water cooler and he picks up 4 bottles of water. Decides that he don't want the water. You seen him put all 4 bottles back. Gets his backpack, walks out the store. The owner of the store, and his son
Hold on,
chases the boy.
pause. Go back. You gotta. I ain't mean to cut you out, but don't miss this part. The lady was standing right beside him the whole time, watching his every move.
Yes, I forgot about that one.
Okay.
That's a
Yeah.
very good point. Yes, the lady followed the little boy around the store the whole time. So
Like a
basically,
movie.
like on Menace to Society, like just like that, right? The lady seen everything the young man was doing before he walked out of the store. Yet and still, they accuse his boy of stealing. The young man takes off running, and I guess they thought he was running because he stole something. No, he was running because y'all were chasing him, and he wanted to get away. They shoot the little boy in the back, killed the little boy. Right now, you got the situation at the track meet where Carmelo. I don't know the kid last name. I know his first name is Carmelo.
Anthony.
Uh, this is Carmelo Anthony.
I think so.
Okay,
Yeah, that's his name.
so at the track meet, he gets into it with a white kid. The white kid from if I can remember, the white kid kept messing with him, and the little boy defends himself and accidentally kills the kid. And this kid gets found guilty. We don't know the sentencing yet or how many years. Uh, but I just want to know, man, what y'all think about that? Because I'm not gonna lie, man, this shit is really like it angers me, but my opinion on it isn't biased, right? I'm gonna let y'all cook, and then I'm gonna tell you why my opinion isn't biased. It's
Who
on the
want to
floor.
go first, fellas? Who want to go first? Who want to go first? Who got something to say?
I mean, I can go first, just get my
Okay.
perspective, man. I'm
Okay.
trying to be
Even.
honest with you. Yeah, man. Man, I be trying not to get too emotionally involved because I got so much stuff going on in my own life to not get angry. You know what I'm saying? So then, in order for me not to get angry, I have to remember where we at and what's the history of our relationships with everybody else, whether it's law enforcement, other races, how we are viewed in media. So I got to remember that and understand, hey, man, what did you expect? That's the only thing that's going to keep me from getting too angry. You know what I'm saying? And to not really allow my emotions to kind of dictate my day and how I feel, operate around my family, like actual day to day life. But it's kind of like I say, man, what do you expect here in this nation? To be honest with you, like every now and then we'll see something that we think that's fair every so often, but more times than not, you ain't really gonna see it, man. And so that's why I'm gonna park my slab for the moment, put mine in neutral.
Okay. Okay. Quality. You want to go ahead, my brother?
What I'm gonna say about it is more of it's not nothing that we haven't seen before, and I mean it really shows the value in which they see us as people. Uh, I mean, in this particular situation, the one kid where you say was defending himself, the Mr. Anthony kid, you know, my condolences to his family and everything for everything they finna have to go through. Not condolences, but you know, prayers go to his family for what they're gonna have to go through. But more or less, you know, a kid defending himself and now being placed in a situation to where his life or you know rest of his it being not even the rest maybe you know but a good portion of his life now is basically over because of the defendant. I don't know. That's not me, y'all. That's
Go
not
ahead.
me.
Don't stop. We here.
Okay, okay, well, yeah, but yeah, the good portion of his life is now finna be over, or you know, somewhat, you know, occupied, and that's unfortunate for that kid. And then, of course, the Chinese guy shooting the other kid. I mean, come on, man, that's what they've always thought of us. You know, our lives. That was the stance on Black Lives Matter. You know, our lives don't matter to them. You know, that's just another black kid, and you know, for like T Ben said, the lady was following him around the store. That's a form of harassment. Now, did the kid have to be in that particular store? Probably not. But from what I was hearing, he was leaving, right? He leaving the store. And at this point now, he's unalive behind this particular situation. It's tough, man. It's tough, but it's the reason why we came up with the stance, Black Lives Matter. That's my slab.
Okay, okay. Everybody that went. Okay, let me give a stab at it. T being where you said you didn't get emotional and upset, I couldn't help it. You know what I'm trying to say?
I'm telling
Cause cause where I'm at, T being is when we gonna get tired. When we gonna get tired of letting them fucking play with us like this in our face, man? When we gonna get them? They fucking with our youth and everything. I understand what happened. Shit happened. You know what I'm saying? Shit happened, man. But it ain't like what happened wasn't provoked. You see what I'm trying to say? Two big twin brothers, because you got to realize Carmelo Anthony weighed 135 pounds. He's 5'7". Those twin boys are 6'1", 6'2", 215, 220 pounds. You think they came over there to play with that nigga?
you.
They came over there to handle him and say, get your nigga ass from under this tent. He knew the people under the tent because he was at a track meet. He said, we good long as y'all don't touch me. And when they touched him, defending yourself gets you here. Now, we can't do nothing about it. They just did it. We put our baby hands in these 12 white people when it ain't no black people over there. Nobody his age, nobody that jury or the peers and all that, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. We got to start calling it what it is. That boy was 17 years old. You get high school students and put their ass in there. That's his peers. Because they may see it different than a 35 or 55 or 60-year-old man. We see justice different than a kid. So they might see and understand why that happened. Now, the Chinese, man, I don't know. Listen, and I love our Oriental people. Let me get this straight. I might be hard on our Caucasian brothers, the Europeans, but I love the Asian people. But the problem is, if they don't like you, they don't like you. And that's just what it is. They don't give a fuck. They really don't. And it's sad. But you got to realize, on Minister Society, when he did what he did and sold the tape, niggas thought he was wrong. They thought he was tripping. He just was ahead of his time. Because them whole business need to get their lick back. We need to get them on the cool. I'm glad they trashed the store up and everything. And let's get to the deeper point. The nigga got 4 waters because they was fucking hot. He wanted a cold water. That's why he was digging. I didn't went in the store and grab the first one and it's hot. I'm gonna dig back to try to get a cold one. That's not unnormal. That shit niggas do. When they go get a bill, they go to the I need to they go to the bottom. So a nigga ain't stealing, you know he trying to get something cold, man. And then the chasing, listen, this was a witch hunt. The whole family came out. The son, the daddy, and the daddy been shot somebody else. Why he still in our neighborhood? Why we allow cancer in the neighborhood, man? We gonna I'm telling listen, if we don't come together and buy us some land and protect ourselves and police ourselves, we gonna this shit gonna keep happening. This gonna keep happening, man. And TVN said, what can we do? And say, we expect it. I'm just proud that some people that's of color say they got the money to pay that nigga bond and get the reach trial, get everything going because we not standing for that. I think that is upright. You know, the Chubb the builder nigga and shot a dude and he went to court. They trying to listen. The gambling, everybody trying to pay his bond. But this little boy defends himself at a track meet. He wasn't in the streets. This wasn't no gang violence, except on the white people end. And he was he was trying to build himself to be an athlete, maybe get to the Olympics, maybe get a scholarship. He didn't have a fucked up juvie record or nothing. Come on, man. Man, this shit crazy, man. I'm just tired, man. And I don't know
I
how
mean,
far it's gotta go for us to say fuck it, man. And I know we don't want to lose our life in the good shit we got going on. But to change, you're gonna have to break some eggs. We're gonna have to go in their face and make it happen. And everybody ain't gonna make it, and everybody ain't gonna like it. But if you want change, that's what change gonna look like. You see what I'm saying? You got to we damn near need to run in that coat like Angela Davis and them did and pull that nigga ass up out the court and say, nah, he coming with us. That's what we got to do. They went in the White House where they thought Trump wasn't going, come on, man. So we really cowards. We just sit back and talk about it and don't do nothing. I'm one of them. I'm one of the cowards. I am one. But I'm trying to be brave. I'm telling you, I just don't know when. I don't know where the back signal gonna come in there for us to go take care of business or what. I don't know what we gotta do. I don't know how many more. Do it have to be 1 hours? I don't know, man. I'm just at a loss of words and it made me feel a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? No different than Rodney King, George Floyd, all and we can go to numerous of others, man. I'm
yep.
just saying, I'm talking about the mistreatment of us. I'm not talking about nothing else, but the mistreatment and misreputation of us as a people. We don't have no kind of representation. We don't have no kind of recourse. They know they can do that, and these niggas ain't gonna do nothing. We can't do that to white folks because we know they gonna come together. We know the Orientals gonna come together. We know the homosexuals gonna come together. We know the
But see,
Mexicans gonna come together.
but
You
see,
saw how they acted behind ICE.
but see,
When
I
the niggas gonna come together? We
but
gonna
see,
come together to talk about Drake and Kendrick is better. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's
but
talk
see,
about it.
we're
I
not gonna,
parked mine.
we're not gonna, we're not gonna come together because we worried about the wrong shit, man. We worried about the wrong things, bro. Man, we got motherfuckers we killing ourselves, man, because of this nigga is from the next block over from you. Um, this man favorite color is different from your favorite color. Like, man, we worried about the wrong shit. And then I'm gonna tell you the thing about the Chinese man that tripped me out. I don't know if y'all seen this. I don't know if it's true, but I'm gonna speak on what my algorithm show. That's not the first time that he didn't harass black
No,
customers in that store.
no, no,
They got
no. They
numerous
got several.
videos
Yes.
of this man harassing black people when they come in the store. And it's like at the point now you got to get on rich type of time. Y'all see this. Y'all see the laws ain't going to do nothing about it. Right? When y'all going to run them motherfuckers up out of there? You got to get the fuck up out of our community if you ain't going to even come do right by our people. And we the
When
motherfuckers that's coming in here and spending the money with you.
when we gonna stop going in there and spending our money though? See
That's
that
it.
part's on us. See,
That's
if you
it.
say that Chinese man been harassing kids like that for that long, then that's on us. We got to stop going in there. Stop giving them your money. It's another store somewhere. It might be a little further out. It may be a little out of your way. But you got to understand that in order to make us or to strike a blow, you got to be willing to do some sort of a sacrifice. And if you're not willing to do that, then you're not willing to fix the problem. You just ready to put a band-aid over it and allow it to continue to happen. That's why you got people like Rich. you Yogi, us on, all of us on this panel upset about this because we are watching what's being done, but we really aren't doing anything about it. And I tell you what's funny is watch that Chinese man business still go.
Yup. I'm gonna
So
You
tell
know
you. I'm
why?
gonna
that's a
tell you.
Yeah,
problem.
you know
I'm gonna tell
why?
you.
You know why it's gonna still go? Cause he got somebody he said loose cigarettes to. They can buy a loose cigarette. He got some nigga he'll let get a bill until Friday. He got a couple of people he'll let play on the machine in there. That's why. He gonna cater to the motherfuckers that's ignorant and don't care. You see what I'm trying to say? This fight that we looking at, it ain't for everybody. You got black people turn a blind eye to that and be like, oh well. They don't give a fuck, and it ain't for them. And I'm cool with that. Just don't get in my way when I'm on that type of time and I'm ready. That's just what it is. And that's
And
what we gotta be.
and
It's either here or you over there. Ain't no in between. Ain't no thinking about it. Ain't no what if he right or did he do it. Say it ain't even about that right now because they ain't playing that kind of game. I don't give a fuck about right or wrong no more. I give a damn about evil and wicked and like that, man. Because good and bad, that's a perception. Yeah, these white folks wicked, man. They evil, man. They're evil. They playing an evil, wicked game. And we're trying to be the righteous ones that live the right way and do this. We can't. You can't go with righteousness against evil. It's not gonna work. It ain't gonna work. You gotta give them what they know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just hey, I bag up. I bag up.
and then something else too, man. Because our black dollar go to their establishments. When the shit happened and the dude got off, now you got Chinese people on the internet talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking about how y'all still gonna go buy their hair or go buy their food or go to their liquor store and buy their liquor, and you know what I'm saying? I
Are they
man,
lying?
they not, and that's the fucked up part about it. Because niggas ain't gonna even have. I ain't gonna say niggas. Black people ain't even gonna have the wherewithal to say, man, you know what?
Do
I'm
you
cool on this one. I'm gonna go to this over here. Just
do
like
you
you
know
said,
what?
was.
But you know what he said that was so out of place that he didn't know what he was talking about. He said, "quote unquote." You think we need y'all? We don't need y'all. Y'all
That's
need us, and that's crazy because nothing he sell would sell to a white person, a Arabic person, a
mm,
Chinese person, a Mexican person. Everything he said catered to what? What race of people?
us.
Us.
Black
When they
people.
do feet, when they do feet and toes, them are niggas, them black folk in there.
Right,
You
right.
understand what I'm saying? And Chinese folk ain't in line to get that. White folks either. Arabs are neither. Mexicans, we the only one. So he don't know what he talking. He need us. He the reason that he alive because we dumb. Long as we dumb, they gonna keep winning. But hey, man, listen. Hey,
I'm not
Hey,
gonna.
hey, man. Uh,
Go ahead, brother.
we didn't had the answers for generations, man. Our past leaders, our past speakers, authors, and researchers, and all the ones that come before, even some still living to this day, have been telling us what we need to be doing, how we need to go about it. Um, and for some, it's a lot of factors, you know what I'm saying? And we can be accountable to what we do, minus the outside factors that stop us from getting to where we got to go. But amongst ourselves, I've seen it firsthand. I'm not talking. I might have told you before. My very first, we used to do community cleanups, and our very first time going out to do our very first cleanup, we was off of either Tier Wester or 2M. I forgot what street we was off of. We soon we got done cleaning up. This lady walked down the street. A sister walked down the street. We got our vests on, our litter pickers. We got the trash bags. We cleaning up, getting ready to leave. She walked right down the street. She seen us cleaning up. She got drinking a soda, looked at all of us, and threw it right back in the ditch, right in front of all our faces. I knew what we was up against then. I say, damn. I say, she watching us clean up right here on the street. Watch us pick up all this trash. Cleaning up. It must have been about 20, 25, 30 of us out there watching us clean up. She seen what we was doing. was drinking her soda, finishing right in the ditch. Not an accident, like y'all clean this up too. So I already knew what we was up against, and that's just the first example. I got countless examples of things that happen. Another one, Rich, when you were just mentioning about what these stores allow and who they cater to. When we go to these corner stores to tell them, hey man, you got expired goods on the shelf. You selling drug paraphernalia behind the counter. You got these red and blue rags in the store right now. You selling all the
Yes,
stuff they ain't
sir.
supposed to be selling, right? I remember a youngster ran up in that store and was ready to get down with us because he said, y'all making it hot over here. Y'all need to get up out of here. I had to pull him outside the store, talk to him one on one to get an understanding and say, hey man, this is what we doing right here. We trying to do this and that and the other. He was pissed off, but he ended up leaving with no problem. But the point was he was ready to defend that store because of his operation.
Mhm.
Minus what we was there for. So I already know what we up against, man. And so it gets difficult. It gets really hard. This is why I try to remove my emotion from it because when you see it firsthand and you go through so much of it, you get numb to certain things. And I see what we do wrong as a people. And it's very, very tough to either convince or show or say, hey man, this is where we going wrong and let's get it right. When you got your own people willing to go against you right when you doing the right thing in front of their face.
It,
It almost it makes you oh I'm almost done, Rich.
okay,
It, it
okay.
almost it almost makes you want to only focus on yourself and your family. That's where it puts you at. Because it's like, well, damn, how much I got to be doing over and over and over and over again? How old do I have to get? How many times do I got to keep getting denied by my own people before I just die or neglect my own family? That's what it makes you want to feel like that. As much as you still trying to go out and do your thing, it reduces you as you get a little bit older. You know what I'm saying? I part my slab, man. It's just very disheartening, to be honest with you. Very disheartening.
Man, I can tell you some shit that you wouldn't believe this week, man. We're doing demolition at a school. I'm not going to get the school name, but man, we went in the gym and guess what they had? Nigga, 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 swatch sticker, nigga. Right? So my kid folks see this. He turned me on. He goes straight to the head dude and say, hey man. Now listen, the head dude is Hispanic. The white people are a little above them and they don't come over. They walk through and look. Say, man, he would told the Mexican, you see they got nigga on the wall, man. He said, oh yeah, it been on there.
Been on there.
Said- He said, man, give me the spray paper. We can cover that, man. We don't want to see that shit when we come through here. He said, that bother you? I said, give me the can. I'm gonna go spray ice on this motherfucker. Would that bother you? He started laughing. He laughed it off like, no, no, no. Y'all go take it. Go ahead, go ahead. So my cousin sprayed over. Extra. I did all that shit. But I'm just saying how it don't bother them. It was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And the white guy, okay, did it bother you? Okay. I'm like, you really go? But I had to do like Denzel on that movie. I had to stick to the past. I'm not there for that. I got to keep going what I'm there for. And I kept going. And I didn't. Hey, not to. It was the time and the place, but I just, that was a test for me. I think so. I just kept going. But yeah, man, that shit happening every day. Anybody else got something to say on that? And we can move on to TB. Come on with it, Quality. You
You
looking
know,
good?
just a little quick statement on what you said, Rich, because I think a couple of weeks ago I told y'all about a high end store that I worked in and how those people treated us. And matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and put the name of the store. It was called Hermes.
Yeah.
Hermes, and it's in the Galleria area, and it's a
Yeah.
really,
I am.
really nice. It's a really nice
Yeah.
store. So yeah, I'm putting the name out there, and I'm doing that because of what you just said, Rich. You right. There are times and places where we are supposed to fight, and times and places when we're supposed to sit back and we know we got things that we have to do as far as you were doing a job, I was doing a job up there. But I think we let them off the hook when we don't say the name of that place or the
Yeah.
whatever, because other parents need to go in that same store and make an uproar about it. Y'all see that up there? There's no fucking way that you guys should let your, and that's not just talking. I mean, of course, we're going to be focusing on black kids and black parents, But white parents should feel some kind of way about that being
Yeah,
on there. I
yeah,
don't think every white person is racist, so I know that should offend some of them. The Mexican kids, they should be looking at that way. You know, all nationalities should look at that and see that that's not right. And so I don't understand the psychological thought of people and why we don't get that part right about if it's not right, then say something. Don't just stand there. Don't just accept it. Don't brush it off for another day. And T Ben, my last little point, y'all, I'm about to be done. But T Ben, when he said that, he just focused on his family. Well, that's the kind of way they want us to be. They want us to do that. They want you to just focus on you. That way, when I take out Carmelo Anthony and put him in jail, or the other young kid that's now unalive, and that's who I was sending out my condolences to his
yeah.
family. But when those type things happen, it's easy now for it to happen because the rest of us are just trying to protect ours. When everybody got to be ours, we got to see the whole realm of people as ours. We can't just say just mine, my son, or my wife, or my kid, or my daughter. It's got to be everybody. So when we able to do that, is when we are able to me to see a difference.
Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead, T
So
man.
y'all want to discuss that, man, because I don't think this topic comes up enough. I had made like I said, one of my favorite quotes is no one single raindrop thinks is responsible for the flood, right? Where everybody feels like what they doing is only for themselves and it doesn't affect the masses in a sense. So let me ask you a question. This is a good point that you bring up. What does it look like to look out for others? And I'm just asking the question. What does it look like to look out for others? What are you willing to do and how far are you willing to go to look out for others while still taking care of your family? How far are you willing to go?
Who want to go
Are you willing
first?
to are you willing to put your life on the line for others outside of your household that you may not know? And it's just an honest question. I'm gonna give an example. I think 2 weeks ago, maybe a month ago or shorter than that, it was a brother who got killed by a woman's ex-boyfriend or something like that. I can't remember how the relationship worked. I'm just here in Texas. Um, he was trying to protect.
Yeah, I saw that.
So he ended up. I don't know if I think he had children. I'm not 100%, but I know
Excuse
these
me.
cases happen often where they protect somebody else, they lose their life. What I'm not saying is like, hey, he shouldn't have did that. But what I am gonna say is, if he does do that, where how does the community step in to say we thank this person for doing what they did instead of it being just the next story that goes down and gets buried. So my question is, how far are you willing to go outside of your household? And that's my question. So I don't want to keep belaying my point.
Who want to go first? How far you go? How far you go, Yogi? How far you go?
I don't, man. Look, man. My thoughts on this shit, like I said, man, this shit angered me to the point I don't even want to talk about what my mind state was. So we
Okay,
gonna
I'm
let that
saying
one ride.
Well,
he
let's
asked.
go outside.
Hold
I
on,
get
I
it.
got you.
Outside of
I got you.
emotion, just
I
outside
got
of
you.
the emotion, I get it. Right now, it's that time. Everybody, emotions run
Yeah,
high right now. But we got to kind of think about
Yogi.
it.
He asking you how far will you go for somebody that's not in your immediate family? What you willing to risk? How far you'll go? Would you go out there and protest? Would you do this? Like if you see
What?
somebody jumping on somebody, would you stop it? He asking where is it? Where's the line drawn that you would
I,
stop with help?
I
It's a tough
Or would you
question.
help him at all? If you don't
It
want to
really
help
is a
nobody,
tough
that's cool.
question. It's a tough
hey
question. Let me
man,
see.
because
But see, this
look,
why it's a tough question. My bad, yo. I'm sorry, brother. Let me
nah,
just
you
say
good,
this. This
you
why
good.
it's a tough question because I hear when we say, "Hey, you got to start focusing on your family. You got to help them keep." Okay, I get it, but how far are you willing to go?
So let me take a
That's
It
what
dive in. I
sounds
don't know,
good.
Yogi, you ready? If you ready, then I'm gonna let you go. But if you ain't got it yet, Logan, you need a little time to think. I'll jump in
Do
there.
your thing.
Okay.
go ahead, quality.
So this is the way I'm gonna look at it, and it kind of like I'm gonna use the perspectives that we used as an example. For instance, the young lady that was having an argument with her boyfriend, and some
Okay.
random guy comes up. Okay, right there, I'm probably not going to step in between that. But if I see him trying to hit her or harm her, I might step to him and be like, hey, bro, come on, it ain't worth that, man. You know what I'm saying? You can always get you another one of her or whatever to try to calm him down. Am I gonna actually get in between what they're doing? No, because in that particular situation, I don't know the details of what's happening. My whole thing is I will attempt, and what I mean by attempt is I will attempt to try to do something to stop the situation from happening. And the reason why I'm saying that, the same scenario that we're talking about, that young lady, she'll probably go back to that man once I'm gone. So was my help really valid? You know what I'm saying? To them because of that particular situation. One more point, and then I'm gonna let y'all have it. But there was also a young man that came across, and it's a white lady walking across the street. She had her phone in her hand, not seeing it. Car coming real fast. Black man run, run, run. He chasing. Boom, snatch her out the street. Put her on the curb, safety. He saved her life. She sued him. She sued him for violating her personal space. So that's why I say, TB, and what you saying makes it a very, very tricky question. I agree with you 100%. It is very tricky and it's very dangerous at a certain point because you don't know what repercussions you're going to get because you chose to help. So I get you there, but for me, I'm going to do the best I can. I mean, each situation is different. I got to kind of weigh it out to what I'm looking at, what I'm dealing with, but if it's a way that I think I can do it to not create conflict or not create any type of bad type scenarios, then I'm going to try definitely do so to try. And never, one last point, never will I ever say don't concentrate on your family. I'm saying more concentrate on yours, but if you got a little left in you, go ahead and help them too.
But see,
Okay,
but see, my
there you
thought,
go.
my this is my thinking, right? We all have kids on this show, right? Our kids are growing up in the same world that we're living in right now, right? And it's probably going to get worse over time as they get older and adults, right? So it's like to me, at what point do we start protesting and start sliding? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because man, because like, and this sounds fucked. Like this sounds fucked up what I'm about to say, but it's just my thoughts, man. I don't even want to say what I think for real. I'm really like keeping it calm. I just think this is bullshit, man. I just think it's bullshit, and it's all the way. It's not just in the justice system, man. It's how we're regarded in just everyday fucking life, man. I sit up here and work at a place, man, where I'm sitting up here working my ass to the bone, feet on the ground every day, while these motherfuckers in the office in the AC making more money. It's
Hey,
just
that's
it's
just what it is.
it's a
Yeah,
all
that
around.
that's gonna be in everything you deal with.
That's that, but that's just it though, bro. Like when the fuck is enough, man?
Yeah.
Man, I'm
I,
I'm I'm done talking. Cause I don't
okay.
even want to really say what I
I,
want to say.
I'm gonna say something here. Yogi, I'm gonna try to answer you, and I'm gonna answer TB in question. I'm gonna try to answer it together. Yogi, what, TB, the fight is for the youth. The fight ain't for us. Okay, old soldiers, we need to go get our money and our resources and our land. We need to have that for them young motherfuckers when they attack. We
That's
need
what
to
I'm
get them.
on.
We need to have them ready. So when they attack, we got you. We ain't got no bullshit. We got an infrastructure set up where you ain't gonna be fucked with. But that comes with money, time, and the wisdom. I can't fight like that no more. So I know I got to have my resources. I got to have the lawyers. I got to be able to give them something to help them. Because guess what? When you young, you don't got shit to lose. When I was young, I was in Jasper for the Dragon. When I was young, I was in Huntsville for Soccer Syncopa. You see what I'm saying? I had kids and shit, but in my life, I didn't give a fuck about it. I was like, I'm gonna die right here for this shit. The older I got, I said I need to get my resources because guess what? I got too many other people depending on me, and I have to be a pillar to my family. So my commitment to the cause is money now. You see what I'm trying to say? It's gonna be money, resources, information. That's what I'm
Wisdom
good at now. Huh?
and wisdom.
Yeah, and wisdom, most definitely. So that's
Most definitely
what it is.
wisdom.
Because the youth, I'm telling you, youth is our strength. They don't give a fuck. They ain't going to school. They cussing out their own people. So we got some soldiers. We just got to get them in the right direction and let them know who their real enemy is. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that dude on the side of it. That's not your enemy. You understand what I'm saying? So they out there, but we got to get to them and we got to get them to understand. You know what I'm saying? What's the mission is. See, because right now, if you get 100 men in the room and that's what they want, we're not gonna get no answers done. You can shorten that to 50, 25, 10, 5. You might get close just because two of them don't want to see the oddball to the other three. That's how you'll swing it there after 5. But if you got anything over 5, 10, oh yeah, you're not gonna because we don't know what we want because we don't know what to want.
Exactly. And
How
everybody
Hey,
want
how
to go
how I
about it a
want to know
different
what
way.
I want and I don't know what to want. You
hey,
know?
Rich, you speak in my language on that, and what I mean is, it's a lot of work we got to do, and it's
Yes.
like establishing the proper structure, and
Yes.
and I'm sure we talked about this before on previous episodes, but at certain ages, your role changes in your community. Your role just changes.
Yes.
And
Exactly.
I know as a husband and a father, my primary goal every single day is to make it back home to my family. That's my primary goal. That's my number one goal. When I leave this house, I want to make sure I make it back. Man, I got a daughter, I got a wife.
Hey,
We talk about our children, we talk about parents not being in their children's lives, right? We talk about that frequently. Your goal should be make sure that you and that your children and your wife's lives up until you leave this planet. Not because you're being foolish, but because it was your time to go. But this is making your proper decisions. But Rich, man, when the youth go out and they want to go protest, they want to go kick up a little dust, and they shouldn't be afraid I'm gonna lose my job because they got communities, older, people of the community got resources for them. They can go hire, they can go work for somebody that in their community, so they ain't got to worry about I'm gonna lose my job, man. Nah, you got a community that can make sure you got a way to sustain yourself because you was out there fighting for a great cause. So I'm with you
yeah.
on that. This is a long conversation because we can go all night with that. You know what I'm
All
saying? But
night.
But
yeah, we can
listen,
go all night.
TB, and you touched on something, and we're gonna move on. The the fight, like you said, it changed. If I could do it, TB, and I tell you this, I wouldn't take no married man from his family. I wouldn't take no man from his wife and his kids. Once you get married, you out that part of the situation. You know what I'm trying to say? I
Yeah, your
wouldn't
road
act.
changes.
Yeah, your role changes because you're not gonna fight the same because you worried about protecting your family. You see what I'm trying to
Right.
say? When you younger with no family and none of that to protect, you a soldier. You a soldier. Why you think they draft you at 18, 19? They don't want no old nigga that got a family. They got shit going on. They know his thinking different. But when you young
Yeah.
and full of energy and ain't scared, you'll do anything. So, we'll get it together, man. This is a great topic to talk on, and it's good for this show, man. And it's only right. This is something that affects the country and it's steady going. So we're not around to talk about it or however long we spend on it because it's not enough. You know what I'm saying? So, we're just not gonna hog it. I'm gonna keep the show going. Come on, Yogi, before we move on.
Hey man, sorry fellas, gotta get off with y'all, man.
Okay?
Damn, y'all got what you can
I,
stay long.
I
Man,
was
I
you say
wanna,
I'm
man,
glad
Yeah,
we
we
got
got
good
we
y'all
got
know
good
topics.
I
topics,
wanna,
bro.
We
I
got
wanna
good
rock,
topics.
man. I wanna rock, man. But do the
You
cause,
gotta do your
man.
thing,
Yeah.
bro. Do your
Hey,
thing.
hop in
Love
if you
y'all
can. If
fellas,
not, we
man.
love you. All right, brother. We're
Love
gonna
y'all
hold it
fellas,
down.
man. Get at
We're gonna
y'all.
hold it up. We ain't hold it down. We're gonna hold this motherfucker up. Yes, sir.
Hey
That's
man,
right.
it's not a doubt in my mind, brother. It's not a doubt in my
Okay.
mind.
With that being said, we got one of our brothers leaving. You know what I'm saying? Keep calm, fuck with a fat guy. He gone. T Ben, you ready to come on with these questions? I know you got your theme music, and hey,
Yeah,
man,
let's go and get it rolling, man. Let me make sure I get my stuff right on this side over here, man. And so we gonna jump into it. Let me
yes,
do it
sir.
like that. I bet. Yeah. So, man, this is a lifestyle segment, and the conversation is gonna continue. I just got some topics to cover, man. It's all pretty much about lifestyle when you think about it. But this is actually, man, the way it started off. It leads us into a different place, and I think it'll be positive. I know it's gonna be positive, but it's always in the same vein. of our community. You know, that's what it's all about, lifting our communities up. So without further ado, man, I'm gonna go ahead and roll this video, and then we'll talk about it.
Yes, sir.
So, bro, what's your name? Anthony. You mind if I cut your hair today, bro? Yeah. What size shoe you wear?
Size 10.
Because it's better.
Right.
Right there. Watch me build one. How we build the bird. Got you all the way.
Yeah, yeah. So
Damn.
hey man, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. When I seen that, man, a few days ago, man, my eyes got a little sweaty. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
the reason being is because, and the topic is black men looking out for each other, but there's more to it than that, man. And I can tell him getting his makeover, man. How he wanted to cry himself. I could see it in his eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen it in him, and it's just showing how, hey man, when you're looking out for the next brother, you don't kick a man when he's down. You help him get back on his feet. Do something that can boost his confidence up so he can be a better person in the community that he's at. You never know what that could do for him, man. He gave him some money, cleaned him up a little bit, boost his confidence up. That could be a turning point in that young man's life. And I think as we talked about it a minute ago, Rich, we get older, our role changes. You're supposed to be able to help a brother up, help him up, get him to a better position. So don't down talk him, don't look down on him, but look out for him. And I think examples like this is how that's looking out for the community in my eyes. That's you do stuff like that, boost his confidence. I remember speaking of Roe, but he had a song when
Uh,
he had a line that says, I put some cash in your pocket, made you a man again. But the perspective, you know what I'm saying? It reminds me of something like that to where, hey man, you clean him up a little bit, put some money in his pocket, he can walk around, feel a little bit better about himself, and he can be who he really want to be. But what y'all think about what y'all see, man? What y'all take on that?
Quality. Go ahead, man.
Hey, I like that,
Can you
T
hear
Ben. I'm
quality?
gonna tell you. Yeah, yeah.
T Ben, can you hear quality?
Yeah, I can hear him.
I don't hear nothing. God dang it. I'm gonna go out and come back
Oh
in.
shit. Okay, all right. Well, T Ben, I'm gonna go ahead and get going with it though. But I like that particular video that you showed. I got a cousin. He's
I'm back.
my older cousin, and he was incarcerated at one point in his life, and he came out, and he's a lot better today, man. You probably can't tell that he's ever even been to jail. He's so successful at everything that he does. Just a regular guy, working a regular job and everything, but got a family taking care of his kids. But he acts in a program to where other inmates that are in jail, they keep a friendship together. They keep the friendship together. And what happens is when those inmates come out of jail, which is we just met one over the weekend, he went and bought the guy new clothes, gave him some money to put in his pocket, put him and his mom in a room, brought them to Houston. We went out, hanged out, and everything like that. I mean, man, it was just amazing to see somebody take an interest in care for another brother of ours that's not your real brother. And he did that. He did that with no problems, no nothing, man. I mean, it was so heartwarming to see my cousin do that, and man, he became my hero almost overnight by watching him do that because I just thought that that was so amazing to take somebody else and to give when most people wouldn't even give. I mean, my cousin took him and his mother and put them in a room, not just him. So that was I mean, man, to me, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. And anytime that you help somebody, Rich said this before. He said this on our sports show. You look good, you play good. You look good, you perform good. So that still stands for the actual young man or anyone. You look good, you perform well, whether it be a job interview, whether it be sports activities, whether it be maybe your school work in school, whatever it is. You look good, you perform better. So I like that. I really like that a lot. That's my slab.
Well, fellas, I'm big on giving back. I mean, my partner who came on here before Mook, OG Mook, my boy, man, he had a barbershop. Every year for back to school, I mean, he gonna cut the whole fucking ghetto hair. I mean, he cut the hood hair, and not only they get a haircut, guess what? They get a backpack full of supplies. Not only do they get that, you get to eat. You get some snacks. Yeah, man. We used to have, he had it together, man. I'm talking about they could come ride mechanical bull, paint, face painting. We had live concert. It was live. I mean, we did this for years. We give back, man. We used to, man. When in 91, we was throwing a picnic at the park for the whole neighborhood. That shit went on for 10 years. We used to do it out of our pocket. Nobody, we just gonna give back. Come eat, drink, just, we don't give a fuck. Just come. We done that for 10 years. Yeah, we went from 91, 2001, 2003. We just stopped, man. I hate we stopped doing things like that because we was coming together, man. And listen, man, listen. Giving back is good when you do it from the heart. When you do it with no malicious intent, with no, I'm talking about, I don't want nothing back from this. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not a person that make deals with God. You know how people say, God, if I get through this, I'll stop drinking. How you making a deal with him with God, nigga? Like he needs your deal. The fuck is wrong with you? You think he needs your deal? He needs you to stop drinking so he can bless you. Man, I don't be, but that's another subject. I'm going somewhere. But I like giving back from the heart, man. When it's from the heart, when it's no malicious, when it's no intent. I'm just doing this because I I feel I should be doing this. Some saying do this, and I'm doing it. I'm not questioning what I hear. I'm just doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I mean, like I say, I done been there and done it, man. You know what I'm saying? From dressing my partners who come home, I done been there and done it, and that's what I'm known for. That's how I got known. They like, hey, he a good guy. He gonna give it to you. You ain't got. Hey man, you got a job for me? I'm gonna put you to work. I don't even know you. Hey man, get that trash up around the house. Now I got about 5 10 now, about 20. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get. They knew that. Everybody know that. Go by there, man. He gonna give you something to do. You goddamn right. I'm gonna give you something to do. I ain't just gonna give you my money. I'm gonna teach you, and I got respected for that. They knew I was gonna. My intent was good. So I just I don't know, man. I can't tell you, man. I can't tell y'all. I can't. But shit like that, like he doing, that's what we need more of, man. More real brotherly love. You know what I'm trying to say? But hey, you know what world we living in, so you know how that go. That's gonna get shined over. And TB, don't get watery. You took them kids fishing, man. That still stuck with me. God
Hey,
damn. Quality,
that's
quality. And you goddamn go referee with them coach, run up and down with them. Man, y'all niggas special. Don't think y'all y'all excluded from that right there. Y'all is yeah, yeah. So,
hey,
what you been
it's
say,
I
TB?
appreciate that, Rich.
it yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, for real. But it's a continued effort. And I think that there's a particular mindset that I think needs to change about right now, man. It's always, we have this thing about thinking that people who have less than, calling people broke. If you broke, you can't talk to me. If you broke, don't come next to me. If you broke, why we listen to you? And people don't think, what is that? Of course, you would think it would want to motivate somebody to get some money or whatever have you, but it's a confidence killer, man, and it does something to your spirit when you get ridiculed for your circumstance, And I think that when people are in certain circumstances, it makes them not want to reach out for help. My mother, man, she said a long time ago, and always stuck with me. You know, how people always say, don't complain. When people say, ain't no sense in complaining, right? She
Yep.
said, if you don't complain, how would you know who to help? And so I said, wow, that does make sense. People, when you complain, you know what they need help with. So I get it. I understand that. But we got this particular perspective or mentality that when people have less than, we tend to write them off as either being less intelligent, write them off as not being worthy, of not wanting to listen to them or just discarding them. And like I said before, not to sound repetitive, but when you do that to people, it makes somebody in a bad position not even want to ask for help because they don't want to feel ridiculed or they feel like, yeah, I'm less than, I don't have what you have, so I don't want to get clowned about. I don't want to get embarrassed about it. So I think if we are able to flip the mentality that, hey, if somebody got less than, help them out, give them a helping hand. Don't They shouldn't feel shame because they have less than. That brother that was homeless, man. Like I said, it stuck with me because you can see the pain in his eye, but you can tell how appreciative that he was and what it did for how he felt as a person in that moment. It does something to you. But for somebody to reach out and to help him out and to give him that boost of confidence, I think that should be like a duty that we should have, at least in our community for sure. It's his brother. Oh, y'all need to check him out. His name is uh Damon Darling. Damon Darling, I think is his name. He be going around, man, and he's a comedian, but he's a blessing to people, man. His whole thing is he's sober. And I used to be an alcoholic, I want to say, but now he's sober, right? He'd go to grocery stores, be out in the public, and he just be giving people money, talking to them, giving them things, just always a blessing to people. But you can tell it's genuine. You can really tell it's genuine on how he helps people. You gotta check him out. He's one of the most genuine brothers that I see on social media, man. Damon Dollar, don't forget that name. But he's an example of somebody that is, to me, is doing the work. It's a lot of different things you can do, but that's somebody that's doing the work, just being a blessing to others. And I think that's cool. We got to make that cool to be a blessing to others and to do it in a genuine way, like you say, Rich. It's not about doing it out of malice, but doing it genuinely. You know what I'm saying? So I put mine in neutral. If somebody else want to jump on in.
Look, I gotta ask this question. So do that count when I go to the strip club and get a stack of ones, buy $200 worth of ones, and spread your love? I just want to know, am I wrong? Because I'm just trying to help.
Hey man, hey,
I'm
do
just
what you
saying.
feel is right to do. If it's on your heart, if it's on your heart,
Say, when
do
they
what you feel is right.
she walked by with a nice round and be on my heart, hey, I need to give you something. Hey, it's no malice there. I don't want nothing. I just want to bless you for blessing me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no,
you
I'm
don't,
just
you don't want nothing?
nah, My old heart can't take no more. I'm good. I just like to look at it like artwork. It's just there. Yeah,
Just
man.
there.
You
Rich
go. Hey,
Uncle Pennybags. Rich
hey,
Uncle
man. Nah,
Pennybags.
Rich
That's
I,
Uncle
why he
I,
Penny
got the
Bag.
name.
I just said.
You
I just
sure
said.
right. You sure right.
Listen. With that being said, what you ready for your second topic? You ready to keep on rolling or
Yeah, you
what?
got anything else on that quality? We done on that one?
Say it again. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Any closing thoughts you have on that, or we move on to the next?
Oh no, no, man. I think that was. I think we can move on. I love everything that was said. I'm cool.
Okay, okay.
All right. So the next one, man, there's no videos for it, but it's a topic. So last week, we talked about leadership, and I think we was a pretty good discussion. So this time around, I kind of want to flip it around and ask it in reverse in this sense. So the question I have is, what are your requirements to accept leadership in someone else?
God
How do you
damn.
determine? Yeah, what do you want to see in somebody else to accept their leadership?
Quality, you want to go first? I go first. I just say something.
Okay, so ask the question one more time. I ain't quite here.
Gotcha. The question is, what are your requirements to accept leadership in someone else?
So, what are the requirements that I want to see the leadership role in someone else?
Yep.
Okay, accountability. Y'all know me. Accountability.
Right,
I want you to be
right.
accountable for what you
That's
do,
right.
what you
That's
say,
right.
how you say it, when you say it. Just be accountable. And another one is I like to know that if you're gonna ask me to do something, that you're willing to do it as well.
Okay.
Don't just ask me to do it because it's something that you don't want to do or something like that. And even if that's the case, I'm all for it. But at some point, you got to show your if you are a leader, like you want to be that type of leader, you're gonna have to show that you can do it just like that other person can do it. That's why you're delegating the duties to someone else, because you have possibly done it already. See, those type of leaders to me are ones that don't have to talk much. They can lead by example. I can lead without even having to tell you to do something, because you see what I do. You see how I move. You see how I work. So if you see that within me, it ought to motivate you to do the same. Not everybody is the same, so I get it. Not everybody gonna be motivated out there. Some people have a lazy mentality to where I'm okay watching you do it. So you got them people, but for the most part, for me personally, if I see you doing it, that you got me, because then I'm willing to go 110, just like you going 110, because I saw you. But most importantly, accountability. I got to see accountability from you. That's my
Okay.
slab.
I I'm with you, but what you said could be a two-part question on the person doing it, being able to do it themselves, because some leaders can't do it and they know you can, and they see that in you and they ask that of you. I'm just saying
Mm.
that's a way to look at that. But accountability is definitely a great quality for a leader, to be able to accept your wrongs and right, to show men that you are vulnerable, you can make mistakes. That's definitely. I'm gonna add to it. Y'all might say I'm petty, but I'm not. You can't be light skinned and be my leader. Okay, I'm gonna throw that out there. I know I went left. I know it. The goddamn car went left. I wasn't trying to, but everything
Oh my
getting me.
God, Richard. Light skin?
Everything getting me. I just all the bitch that didn't happen this week. I can't let a light skinned dude lead me. I'm right there. He gotta have a little melanin in it. I don't mean no harm. That ain't toward anybody. Cause I got all my people light skinned. I'm just saying I don't. Okay. To be honest with you, man, you have for you to be my leader. You or me to follow you. You really have to be passionate about what we own, the mission. I gotta see that you 10 toes down with it. Not talking, and then I want to hear your information. I'm an information person. I want to hear where your mind at. You see what I'm saying? I can't follow a weak-minded person or somebody with no knowledge. You see what I'm trying to say? Because I'm the person that question everything. I question my goddamn self. You know what I'm saying? So I have to. I like a person that's informational because you got a lot of leaders that'll lead you, but they don't even know nothing about what they going. They just doing it. I
Mhm.
like to know I'm following somebody that did do the research, do know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Or have a little bit of knowledge or somebody around them that can inform them of what's going on. So little things like that, man. And the cause, what you fighting for, what you leading me for. You know what I'm trying to say? I'll live, that's important to me. I need to know. Now, other stuff I don't care to know about. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you don't like orange juice or you like all strawberry starbursts. That ain't part of the you know what I'm saying? I need to know you that man when it's time to be that man. You know what I'm trying to say? You're not gonna buckle down. That's what I care about. You know what I'm saying? So, boy, it's leading. So. And it's not too many people that I'm looking that I would follow. I'm gonna say that too, because I I'm not a good follower, but I'm a great friend. You know what I'm
Mhm.
trying to say? If I'm your friend and we run together, I'm if you say we going here, I'm be like, why? Why you don't go this way? I'm just curious. That's just me. I don't know, you know. I'm a good assistant. I'm not a good follower. That makes I don't know. But anyway, like he said, accountability, uh, knowing the mission that you own and what come with it. Um, I like that he said be on the front line. That's front line. Yeah, don't leave us hanging. Uh, and just be honest as you can be. Honest as you can be. Whatever that mean to you. Just be honest you can be. Because finding a great leader is hard. Because every man got flaws and you're gonna find something. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I find people that's not even Muslim like to hear Farrakhan talk because they like the way he put it down, the way he give it. You know what I'm trying to say? So, it's crazy. I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, Rich, let me ask
I'm
you
the
a
guy that
question
said ain't
though.
no leader. So.
Let me ask you a question though, Rich, because this is something that I normally would tell my son or children, any type of child that I deal with. But and I
Okay.
know that you said this about you. You said that you're not a good, I guess, a follower. You're not a good follower. So I tell them, and this is for the younger generation, of course. Of course, you're older, so I'm not putting you in that same category. But I tell the youngsters, you got to be a good follower in order to be a great leader. You got
Yeah.
to know how to follow a leader so that you can become a great leader. That's my thoughts, though. I'm not saying that has to be the case for you, but I guess I want to know what's your opinion on that.
That's a true statement. And I said that. I said I'm a good assistant, not a follower. And that's crazy, but it's kind of the same. I could be on the side of the man that's leading, but in my mind, I'm not following. I'm assisting the program. You see what I'm saying? A follower ain't adding nothing to it. They just going by what's going on. Anything I'm involved in, I'm gonna have a nickel in that quarter, as I say. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like I'm assisting, but I'm following his lead because it's his shit. But I'm assisting more than I'm just blindly following. That's just a complex I have. That's just me. But it's still following at the end of the day, brother. You know what I'm
I'm
trying to
about to
say?
say it's the
I'm just
same
saying
thing,
this.
and I
I
think
just
you just
can't,
labeling
you
it
know,
different. It's all
yeah,
good.
it's like, when I had an apartment, I tell them bitch it's a condo. That's an apartment. No, this is a condo. You understand? You came upstairs, did it? That's a condo.
It's a
So,
condo. It's not an
yeah, it's not
apartment.
an
It's a
apartment.
condo.
No, it's same shit. But
Tomatoes,
yeah,
tomatoes.
that is. It sounded better when I was saying it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. TB, you got anything else you know?
Yeah,
I
man.
want to know T-Ben answer. Let me hear what you got to say
Yeah,
about it, T-Ben.
yeah,
I know. I think it does depend on where we are at for me to look at to say, okay, that's a good leader. But generally speaking, like across the board, accountability, like you say, that's very important. Being able to accept your flaws, show that you're human as well, that you can make mistakes. However, I want to see consistency and discipline.
That's it.
I think those things are extremely important to me, man. You gotta show that you can stay on course, on course, and you can follow direction, or you can follow a process, and that you yourself, because we all human, right? So we all have weak points. We all have times where we get in our emotions. I get all that, but you got to be able to be consistent and be disciplined. Those are really important to me. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I also like to see that you are trying to evolve those who are considered following after you, or taking your direction. So you got to build people up. You got to be able to duplicate yourself. I think that's important right there. Like, you have people who are leaders who want to be leaders all the time, the only person, every time, each time. Develop the people around you. If you show that you take an interest in everybody else around you, that's a good leader in my eyes. That's somebody I would say, you know what? I appreciate that they have more knowledge than me in this aspect. They're better suited to do certain things, but at the same time, they're trying to develop my skills too to get to where they at. That way, it's you don't get so dependent on one person. Everybody, you can duplicate yourself. So at some point, the next one up, you got to have a replacement. You have somebody that can take over if need be. So if I don't see you trying to develop others, I'm not willing to want to just go all in for you, because to me, it'll fall apart if you're not helping to develop everybody else around you. What y'all think?
You're absolutely right. I mean,
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
think we ought to write that up somewhere. The qualities for you say you're a leader: accountability, consistency, and discipline. I think that'll separate the field right there. You see what I'm saying? I'm being honest. I'm accountable than a motherfucker, but I ain't disciplined. So I that's one strike. Consistency, I work on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, I would judge myself by that. If we get a measure, if we need a measuring stick to say, is this guy a leader? Okay, is he accountable? Well, no. Is he consistent? Kinda. Is he disciplined? Hell no. So we know we got our answer. See, and part of being disciplined is sticking with the rules, sticking with
Yep.
even if they go against you. You see what I'm trying to say? And I told y'all
Yeah.
this story. I remember I was over the Muslims and I did wrong. And I told you they kicked me, they suspended me, but I was hot about it. But it showed them that I followed my own rules. I was wrong. I was all the way, I couldn't do nothing. So when they say, hey, you can't speak for 2 weeks and you can't do this, and I was like, damn, motherfucker, this is my shit. But they're my rules. I broke them. And it worked. And guess what? I got a lot more respect for that. Because they say so that made them follow it. You know what I'm trying to say? It wasn't no bullshit going on after that. Because they said if I took my own punishment, shit, and I was one of the one writing the rules. So, that's accountability. So, and that was
Yeah, that's
discipline.
accountability. That's
That
exactly
was
what that is.
accountability. That's what I went, because I was wrong. They sat there and told me, brother, and I want to fight. But I was like, God damn, y'all right. I'm wrong. So, but yeah, I never looked at it like that. When I said we ain't got no leaders, yeah, we got some brothers out here that's disciplined in a motherfucker, that's accountable and consistent. You know, my brother Dig Muhammad, I'm gonna big him up every time. That boy out, he consistent. He consistent. He disciplined, and I think he's very accountable. You know, and every time you see him, he trying to build a youth up. I like that. I like that. I like to see brothers like that. Me, I talk to him on the corners though. Mine don't make the news. I'm out there in the mud. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I get like it, but they
Hey, you
cut
need
for
to
me
tell
because
Moot
I
to
don't
come
give them
holler
nothing
at us,
wrong,
man.
huh?
You gotta tell Moot to come holler at us, man. He
I
ain't been
am,
on here
man.
yet, man.
Yeah, yeah. I got him coming, man. I got him
That
coming,
man
man.
got too much knowledge for him not to be on here trying to help others with
Yeah,
it,
I
man.
got it. I got him. Yeah, that man, he been doing. Hey, man, I'm telling you, Hey, listen. I never want to be the man. I just want to be in the mix where the man is at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I'm always the best dude around everybody because everybody like, why you? No, no, that ain't my mission. I know what my mission is. My mission is to get y'all the game, get y'all, but y'all won't slip. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I like the position at this old age. You know what I'm saying? I like when I talk to them youngsters. Listen. I swear that's the best thing happened to me. When they get huddled, hey, still, oh come on, let me chop it up. We talk, but
They
hey,
put you in that position, Rich, and that's one thing right there that's important that we got to keep in mind too, is that the people will select you, man, if they see something in you.
that's
And,
what
and
I
that's a,
see.
that's an honor. You know what I'm saying? When the people they put trust in you, they look to you for guidance. That means that you add value to what they got going on, and that's leadership qualities right there. Even if you don't have to claim it. The people will select you as that. If they don't select you, then your actions show it either way.
Do you realize? And I'm taking this. I don't want to take this on me, and I know we got to move on. But
No, you good.
since I was doing that little pimp, player to player, pimp to pimp, man, I
I like
promise
that
you,
too.
the people that I already been knowing for since elementary, they act like I'm doing something so profound, which it's amazing to me because I go on the corner store and Mooka tell you when he with me, he'll bust our left. I walk in the store and don't see nobody. They say, player to player, pimp to pimp.
Hmm.
I'm like, oh, y'all for real? Y'all been knowing
Yeah.
me forever, buddy. But I'm telling you, it's Saturday. A girl said, hey, Real Bitty Bag. I'm like, huh? Stop it. But like you said, they will elect who they want. And they want that shit. And they elected. I'm like, okay. Because I didn't think the guys would be listening that's listening. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? I'm talking some OG niggas come back and say, hey, nigga, yeah. I'm like, yeah, you cut ass niggas, I'm like, okay. So it's working. So I'm like, you right. That's why I won't say you right. If they want to hear you or they think you got and maybe they been saw it on me. I didn't never see it on myself. But now that I'm talking and doing it, it's like it's no bad everybody like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And but I've been doing this all my life without a camera, meaning talking to people. If you anybody you meet gonna say, he gonna tell you what's good to do, not nothing bad. No matter how bad I talk and cuss and all that shit, I'm not gonna tell you nothing wrong to do. Ever. I'm not gonna give you no gun and I'm not gonna tell you to go do nothing wrong. I'm the one that don't come talk to me if you're trying to go do something. Because I'm finna talk you
Hmm.
out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's just what
Hey,
it is. But
that's that's a good point, man. I realize just in social media, just having a family, man. People watch, man, not in a bad way, but people watch what you're doing, man, and
yeah,
you might not even find out till you see him in person one day.
yeah,
You might just run up to
yeah.
him out the blue. You might not see him in 5, 10 years. Man, say, man, I see what you're doing. Woo, woo. You be like, damn, I ain't know you was even watching. Right? So ain't nothing bad, but people looking, man, and even we in a different time now. So social media is the way for us to kind of see who's watching us. They like your status, they comment, whatever. But a lot of people just be observing, man. They just be looking. They don't say too much. They don't say nothing at all. I run into people frequently. It's I don't ever hear nobody say nothing negative, man. I just don't live that kind of life, and if it is negative, it never really gets back to me, but just generally speaking, people, I see you dealing with your family, and it's like, it's good, it makes you feel good, but it's also important, like you said, like I say, consistency, man, and people see that being consistent, what I'm saying, like, and what I wanted to say a minute ago that I forgot to bring up is lead by example. You have to be able to show whatever it is that you are doing in your life, whether you are selected as a leader or people put you in that position, you got to be able to show that you can do what you say you're doing consistently. Somebody like, I think it was you, Quality, it might have been you, Rich, I forgot. But you got to be able to show that you can do certain things that you
That was
in the
quality,
front
yeah.
lines about. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though sometimes the people may think, or like you just said a minute ago, they might want you to be doing something because they can't do it. True. Very true. But those, like, it's kind of like, sports is kind of different. You could be a coach, never played basketball, could be a great coach. I get it. Like I said, it depends on what area of life that you in. But a lot of the times, man, you want to be able to see the person lead can do exactly what they're teaching. Can you do it yourself? Can you show how it's actually done? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think that's important. Lead by example, consistency, discipline. Evolving those around you, duplicating yourself. You know, I think those are the qualities of a person that I think, is what I consider a leader. But I part my slab, I know you got the timer on there. How we doing on time?
Yeah, we doing good, baby. Hey, listen, we look like new money. We shine like a brand new
Good.
couple penny. Say, everybody. Hey, we love the questions. Please, please, if you watch the pod, you have any questions, or you like what we're talking about, just comment. We'll talk back. Because I know these topics are some topics that we need to talk about on a bigger form with more people, so we can get that hamster wheel rolling. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
'Cause-
you know what, Rich? You know what, Rich?
what's that? That is. It's
Yeah,
never
I
late
did
for
that
a
plug.
shameless
Yeah.
plug. It's never too late for a shameless plug. It's never too late or early. It's good all the time. But now we finna move on to the grown and sexy part of the show. I don't mean no harm, but there it is. There it is. Hey, man. Y'all know this the black excellent part of the program. I am your man, Rich Uncle Pennybags, and the host for tonight. Tonight I got individual that I'm sure you probably never heard of. This dude here don't make the paper, but he is extraordinary. I mean, he is black excellence. He is an example of what you could do or what you can't. Don't ever say what you can't do, because I mean, listen. And the night who's gonna talk about it and host it is one of our white brethren, and he understands what I say when I say Black History is not 1 month, 1 day, but all the time. I'm gonna let y'all watch the video and we'll get back to it, fellas.
This badass black dude changed our world. And you don't even know his name. Fred was born in 1893. He was orphaned at 9 years old, and he only had a 6th grade education. At age 13, he started sweeping the floors of an auto repair shop in Cincinnati. By age 14, he was a mechanic. By age 15, he was foreman of the shop. Someone saw Fred's talent and they invited him to work at a 50,000-acre ranch in Halleck, Minnesota. And this ranch was owned by James J. Hill, the CEO of the Great Northern Railway. Now, Mr. Hill is a billionaire by today's standards. He only had a 9th grade education, and he saw something special in Fred. And that 50,000-acre ranch was like a Disneyland for Fred. He even earned his engineering license with only a 6th grade education. And when World War I rolled around, Fred got shipped off to France. Fred was such an outstanding soldier, he's one of the few black American soldiers in World War I to receive a field promotion to sergeant. He was such an outstanding soldier that commanding officers would put him on temporary duty assignment to different bases because he would rewire their electrical, their comms, and could fix their vehicles. After the war, Fred went back to Minnesota because he said it's the only place that he truly felt he was judged by his character and his talents, not the color of his skin. Fred was always tinkering on things. In the harsh winters of Minnesota, doctors had trouble seeing their patients. So he invented a precursor to the snowmobile. It was an airplane hull with engine and propeller that he put skis on. And he would drive doctors to the appointments. That's how he made his living during the harsh winters. Not only that, he created a portable x-ray machine so doctors could take it to patients' bedside. This is in the 1920s. And then he took the job that would change his life. So Fred got a job working in a movie theater up there in Minnesota. And this was right about the time that talking pictures were coming out. Now, his theater only used silent pictures, and they couldn't afford to buy the new system for the talkies. So for less than $100, he built a synchronizer system that synced the audio to the video track. And in some cases, it was better than the new talking pictures equipment. And because he got frustrated with how slow it was to take people's tickets and give change back, he invented and patented an automatic ticketing system. It could automatically dispense tickets and give you your change back. And this ticket dispenser was still being used all the way up till the 1990s. So a man named Joseph Numero walked in one day to the theater and he was blown away by the sound system. And he recruited Fred to come work for him at Cinema Supplies, his big cinema production company. So a few years go by, and one day his boss Joseph is out playing golf with some buddies. And his buddy bet him money that he couldn't find a way to get his frozen chickens across the country. Oh, you didn't know this was a problem in 1930s America? Mobile refrigeration wasn't a thing yet. People that had invented systems would break because the highways were so rough. So Joseph went to Fred with it, and Fred's like, all right. 2 weeks. 2 weeks later, he designed a mobile mechanical refrigeration system. He filed over 40 patents with it. This revolutionized the food game in America. I know you're thinking to yourself, how? Because Americans could only eat food that was regional and seasonal. You couldn't ship chickens from Texas to Michigan because they'd thaw out and spoil. This single invention allowed the food industry to scale massively. The frozen food market is about $100 billion a year. 35% of vegetables and roughly 80% of meat and seafood is shipped frozen. So Fred and Joseph started this little company, and this little company became the multi-billion-dollar empire Thermo King, who is still the industry leader. And no, before you ask, Fred did not get wealthy from this. He was the head of engineering, but he was still on a salary. They put these freezers in ships, trains, and trucks. They're everywhere. And then in World War II, Fred saved tens of thousands of lives because he partnered with the godfather of human blood, Dr. Charles R. Drew. Dr. Drew found a way to synthesize blood down to just plasma, and that plasma, if we could ship it to soldiers, it could be reconstituted on the battlefield and save their lives. Fred came up with the perfect shipping system to keep this plasma frozen. They could literally parachute it into battlefields. Sadly, Mr. Fredrick McKinley Jones passed away in 1961 from lung cancer. And this man is in about every Hall of Fame you can imagine. The Minnesota Inventors Hall of Fame, the National Inventors Hall of Fame. 30 years after his death, President Bush awarded him the National Medal of Technology, the first black American to receive it. Fredrick McKinley Jones is an American badass. Black history is American history, and not just in February.
Fellas,
Yeah.
listen. No. This nigga here, listen, man.
That's
Listen,
extraordinary.
that, listen. It, man,
Yeah,
we
man.
something else, man. This man, he didn't have a system. Everywhere he went, he made it better, and he figured it out with a 6th grade education. By 15, he started sweeping in the car place. By 15, he was head of mechanic. By 16, he was the foreman. They say you got to go fight. He went to war and figured out, he know I work on cars. That was shit. He came back. The one guy B was he made a propeller plane that could float on the ice and take people to work and stuff because the car couldn't ride on it. That's right. That should have been $1 million. But
Mm.
no. Listen, after hustling for himself, he would have worked at a movie theater and say, you know what? I can make the sound thing. You ain't got. He synced the shit. How? 6th grade education and $100. Oh, he went through. He went through. They made a bet, like on Trade Places. I bet your nigga can't do this. He said, I bet you my nigga can. That's how they went in that room. They didn't say that, but I 100% tell you that. He asked him, I bet he can't do. And he in 7 days, he figured out how to make a refrigeration for a truck. And that man still didn't get rich. He made 40 patents off of that. Oh no, he wasn't done. He still wasn't done. I mean, I don't know what to say, man. I had never heard a story like this here. He made the thing where you get the tickets out the movie. He made the little box because he got tired of the long line. I'm like,
Shipping
how?
frozen food.
What?
It,
Once he
Rich,
did that, it was over. Food
it's
traveling
amazing.
across country, and he don't even have not $1 in it. That's the problem, man. We don't own nothing, man. We invent everything, but don't.
We don't
How
own nothing.
how he ain't supposed to be? His family supposed to be like the Rothschild with the frozen shit, because everything shit frozen now. I wouldn't give a
Yeah.
damn. And then, fuck that. Fuck that. Excuse my language, y'all. I'm sorry. We ain't supposed to cuss on this segment, but I'm sorry. That man made a portable X-ray machine because he was cool with a doctor. You need an X-ray machine. Hold on. Let me figure this out. What kind of brain he had? You talking about Einstein? You talking about these white dudes? What kind of brain this man had, man? He was born in
Multi-level genius.
18. What?
Hmm.
He was past the astrophysics. They should, you know what? They should test his blood. He might not have been human. I'm being think about what he done,
Like he
man.
like an Imhotep of modern times, you know, just a
Yes, you
multi-level
saw that?
genius, you know. Yeah.
How?
Hey man,
He got
some
cool
people,
with the doctor, and the doctor needed a way to shift the plasma. He showed him how to freeze it, but he also made him an X-ray machine portable. This
yeah,
1920s.
Rich, I
genius,
gotta
man,
say
you
this to
know.
you, man. It's times where you introduce us to people to where they're. I understand everything you saying. How is this man family not probably the
What?
most wealthiest family in the world? They should be the wealthiest family in the world due to everything that he has just done and all that he was able to do. But man, some of the times just you introducing us to them, because I didn't know that, man. I didn't know that about him. So
I ain't know it
I
either.
be so thankful that there's somebody that's willing to tell us about this every week. There's always a new
Yeah,
person that you bring to us that makes me
yeah,
like, man, my
yeah.
mouth drop. I be at all that. God dang, he did all of that.
What?
Oh
Listen,
my
man.
God.
And he kept. What I'm telling you is, life is a journey. It's not a sprint. It's a
Yeah.
marathon. That man, every phase of life, he kept going, man, and doing. He didn't cry about what he lost and didn't have because I could make something else.
Right.
Creativity is our most
Yes,
is one of our superpowers.
yes.
You ever
What?
thought about this? You know, I know this ain't even it's not all about
Yeah,
entertainment, but have you considered how many new dances we come up with as a people? How do we figure out how to have a new dance every year?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I
You
don't
know what I'm
know.
saying? You ever thought about that? It's
I,
another thing. I was listening to this linguistic guy. He studies language. This white dude, and he was talking about how our vernacular, Ebonics or AAVE, whatever you want to call it, however you want to frame it today, but how
uh-huh.
we communicate. He was talking about is much more complex than the English language. And he was talking about he was in the comment. He was like, man, it's a certain phrase I haven't figured out what it means. So y'all explain it to me. But what he understood was that the moment that they figure out what we saying, we switch to something else, and we do it so quick. Have you ever
Yeah,
noticed when Have you ever noticed when a new slang word come out and we already know what it means? We don't
yeah.
even really got to figure it out. We just already know what it
My
means. We be
and
using it, and it be
yes,
like if they figure out what that is, like when they took over the word woke, we go to something else.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we did be so
Listen,
creative, it just never stopped.
And we
when
just
you
keep
talk to
going.
a black person, this is my favorite go-to. When you ask a black person something, only us know what this means. Hey, you know Henry? I don't know him like that, but I know him.
I know him. Yep.
I don't know him like that. See, you ain't got to say nothing else. I know you don't know him like that. Now, to
Yeah.
somebody else, they be like, what's that? No, I
Uh-huh.
know what's that is. He don't know him like that. Then you
Yeah.
can go to him again. Say, you know Henry? Yeah. You know him? Yeah, I know him. Yeah, 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 yeah. They gonna make you know that you know him like that.
Yeah.
But when you don't, hey, yeah, we the only people can say shit like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We have a unique language. I'm telling you, when we did rap, we fucked them up. We shit. They didn't know what the fuck had happened. They said all the niggas went right. They tried to ban it because they didn't understand. They were like, oh shit. It sounded like the Holy Ghost. They didn't know what we. Then them niggas started rapping fast, gossip fast. What is going on? They used to the calm niggas and the banjo. Boy, that rap fucks them up. They thought we was talking code language to kill them. And then they put Eminem in there and said he the greatest. So, that's another horse for another day. You know me. Mhm.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get on that one because I will talk
Yeah,
all night on that one.
yeah. You see what I'm saying? Say,
Yeah, we'll
we,
talk
we,
all night
we,
on that one.
we coming to the bottom half, man. Quality. What you got for us, man? You got the theme music. I see the thumbs up. I see everything. What you got for us, baby?
Man, it ain't no theme music, man. This is just, a quality question for quality talk, quality reality style. To I just want to touch a little bit of reality from everybody as far as real topic, real stuff that we go
Okay.
through as an everyday deal. So this particular one, I chose the verbal abuse from man and woman. So I don't want to just make it seem like it's just
One side. Okay.
one particular half of this. Is not men only do this. It's not women only do this. This is both of us. All of us do this. So I'm gonna tell y'all a slight story that I was dealing with, or it's not necessarily me, but some other people that I know. And I'm really trying to be mindful of how I tell it because I don't want names to be involved. But what I'm
Okay.
going to do is try to ask y'all, do y'all consider this verbal abuse? Okay, so the first one starts with a man and a woman, of course. And the woman says to this man, they've been together possibly, I want to say, I think they've been together about 10 years or so from what I know of them.
That's
But
good.
this man was really hurt by this statement that was made by, which was his wife at this time. And he said that she told him that for lack of words, he and his siblings were never going to be shit because of the way their upbringing was from their father. So
Okay.
basically, she based everything off of that, off of
Okay.
how the father treated her, them, and
Okay.
because of that, I hope it's not too loud, y'all. I'm at a little stop here.
Okay.
But
You good?
yeah, but because of that, she based everything of their upbringing because of what the father didn't do, and that hurt the man because he felt like that wasn't, if there anything that he lacked, it wasn't just because his father didn't, do anything. So in that particular situation, I want to ask y'all, do y'all consider that verbal abuse? Now, before y'all answer, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit more insight on it. The man siblings were involved, so they actually heard what was said here. They heard
Okay.
it, so they
Okay.
were affected by it as well. And he was never offered an apology after it was done. It just was done. From this point on, it was expected of him to just accept it and deal with it. And although it hurt him, he was able to come back to reality, if you will, and determine that it wasn't no reason to hold no grudge, and they continued their relationship on for another. I want to say 6 years until we come to the second incident. So right there, I'm gonna stop right there for a second. I'm gonna ask you guys: do y'all consider that verbal abuse?
Let me say this. Let me say this. Me being an expert person on relationships, if she said it to hurt him, yes, that's verbal abuse because you said that to hurt him. You said, I know this gonna bother you. So that's like me throwing a punch at you. You're doing this to affect me. So yes, if that's what it is. But if she just speaking the truth and she's saying that's what her truth is, it could hurt your feelings, but she just telling you the truth. You see what I'm trying to say? So
Absolutely.
if she's in the heat of an argument and I know this is something we talked about and he don't like to go, and I know I'm using this as a weapon, yes, that's abuse because you're using it as a weapon. But if you're just saying it and it's the truth and it's just you want to get it out there, I don't see it as abuse. I just see it as, a harsh truth. But
Okay.
in arguments, you're not saying the nicest of things, and you're not being the nicest of person. So
Right.
everybody is, saying little things that we've been holding in that we didn't say when we should have said them. So now they're a weapon, So that's part two to that, you know.
Absolutely,
TB,
Rich. I like your answer. I really do because I think I think you hit it spot on when you mentioned if you're saying it to harm a person, then yes, it is verbal abuse. So
yeah,
I like what you said right there. I think that's a great indication of what I'm trying to say at the same time. I want to hear
intent.
from you, TBN. What you got from it? What did you see? Did you think of that as verbal abuse from that young lady to that man?
Yeah, I think verbal abuse, whether it's intentional or not.
Okay.
Okay, that's good, TBN.
Yeah,
Let me hear why you say that.
I mean, what is to come of that? Like you giving somebody a indictment on what they're gonna be in life because what it came from. That's an abusive thing to say to somebody.
Yeah, you're
Like
right
what
about
you,
that.
I don't see how it can't be. Like I'm trying to in my mind, I'm trying to say, okay, how can it? I get people can take that abuse and turn it into like, well, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna prove you wrong. I get that. Some people get motivated by that, but that doesn't mean that it's not an abusive statement to make towards somebody.
Okay.
Just
I'm gonna
because just
recant
because
mine.
where they just because where they came from or how they were brought up, they're gonna be a certain way. That's an abusive thing to say to somebody. I don't see how that's uh for face value something that's good. You know, I
Okay.
think I don't know. Is there a difference between verbal abuse and
Yeah.
mental abuse? You know what I'm saying? I
See, now,
mean,
I'm a recant mine because he absolutely right. Because I forgot about the end part when they said you weren't gonna be shit because of I didn't take that in consideration. I just considered saying that, but that was anything disrespectful is wrong, and that was disrespectful to say about somebody's family and all that. That's very disrespectful. That's very a harsh opinion. You know what I'm saying? For me to meet you and your family and say y'all ain't gonna be shit because your dad ain't shit. Nah, that's bullshit. I don't believe that. So
Okay.
yeah,
All right. All right, guys. I like that. I like that. I like that. So there is a part two to this, but in since just so I can be a part of it as well as you all are talking, and I'll spit my little spit on it.
yeah,
Uh, I agree with T Ben, but I also did agree with you too, Rich. But I think I'm
mm,
with you. I am going to recant my
yeah.
statement because I do believe that if it no matter how the situation may play out, that man deserves a level of maybe he can change. Maybe just because of what happened in his upbringing doesn't necessarily mean that he has to become the same person. Maybe he didn't see the things that he need to change and he can work on those things. So that's I don't want to give, too much in there to there. I just want to say that I agree with you, T Ben. I think you hit it right on. I think both of y'all made some great points. So, with that being the case, I'm going to give y'all the second part of it and let y'all elaborate on that. So, like I say, this couple is still together, and we're going to go 6 years down the line now. Okay, we're 6 years down the line. Of course, from what I was told, there was never an apology of that first situation. Never, 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 and nothing ever transpired from it. Of course, the siblings and the guy clearly continued their relationship with this young lady and never gave any type of ill feelings towards anything. So we move on 6 years down the line. This guy, same guy, is having a conversation with his coworkers. And if I'm stating it right now, he's having a conversation with his coworkers. And I think in that conversation, he referred to his wife as a bitch.
Uh-oh.
Now, he made it very clear that he wasn't saying it to her. He wasn't calling
They,
her a bitch. And
they,
he also made this point. I want to make sure, like
they,
I say, y'all got to think of. I don't have my stuff with me, but he wanted me to make sure that I make it known that he never has ever called her outside of her name in any type of argument or anything. That was the first time that she would have ever heard him call
oh, oh,
her a bitch or refer to her as one, and he's never hit her, never put his hands on her, nothing like that. So he's not a violent guy, from what I gather there.
oh
Uh,
God.
but he did do this, and he was talking to his coworkers. So now, in that same field, I want to ask y'all that same question again: is that considered verbal abuse?
Um,
Now,
Got
go
a little
ahead,
tricky,
TV.
didn't y'all?
I want y'all to know
no, look,
my answer
my
is
answer.
gonna be way away
Go
from
ahead,
his.
Rich.
Go ahead, no, because mine is not even right. So please lead the show in the right direction because
Wait,
mine is not.
wait, T Ben. I want you to know this, okay? This particular guy that I'm talking about, he really, really, he watches the show all the time. So I just want you to know that. And
Yeah.
he really, really likes you. He says
See,
that like a
see
lot of the
that?
stuff that you say, it always affects him. So I
See?
think it is a good thing there, T Ben, if you can let him know what you're feeling right there.
Yeah.
'Cause
Mine
Hey,
ain't gonna be
I'm gonna
right.
give. I'm gonna talk reality, and I'm gonna talk about how I personally view that. Okay, so
okay,
I got to be fair. I think it's an abusive term to use to refer to your wife. Period.
okay,
That's what I'm gonna say. That's how I personally
absolutely.
feel about it. I would never. Okay. However, on the other hand, I get it. Some barbershop talk, that's what me and tend to do. I understand it. So I can understand people saying it's not an abusive thing. I get it. You know, I understand it. I live in reality. We in the barbershop, people talking about it. They saying it. I'm not thinking to myself, oh man, you're a terrible person. I ain't gonna go that far. I personally wouldn't do it. I think it's disrespectful. I think it's verbally abusive to refer to your better half in that manner. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, barbershop talk, you shoot the breeze with the fellas. You say it, people say it, we accept it, we move on to the next topic. So I get it, you know. So that's I part my slab on that
Well, yeah, Rich. Come on, Rich. I know you finna get him. I know you finna get him, Rich. Come
Okay.
on.
Now let's. Hey, never would I call my wife a bitch. Never. I want you to understand that. Okay? My wife would never be a bitch. But now listen, my bitch, I'm gonna call her my. Now listen to me. When a nigga be talking and he say, "Yeah, man, no, that's my wife." Then the nigga say, "Oh, you talking about my bitch?" No, nigga, don't talk. That's my bitch. See, it's a difference, y'all. I just want you to understand. Your wife will never be that. I love my. Hey, that's baby. You don't know that's queen. But my bitch, that's my bitch. And she got that name for a reason. Because she is that. Not because no other reason. That's my bitch. I'm telling you, we're in the barbershop, niggas say, "Man, I met a little young thing." Says, "Man, that's my bitch, man. What you talking about?" See, it's a difference when it's your wife. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm just saying, let him know if that's his wife, he wrong. But that's his bitch. Hey, that's his bitch. You understand what I'm saying? I'm listen to me. This is the truth. Okay. Think old pity back. Think I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just letting y'all know the truth. That is the truth. Do not call your wife that. Don't be disrespect. Don't call no woman that ain't a bitch a bitch. That's called a bitch the bitch. So let
Now
him
hold
know
on,
Rich,
that.
Rich.
Rich,
Hold on, Rich.
Rich,
I
yeah,
say
Here we
Rich.
this.
go.
His
Here we
question's
go.
all
Here we
over the
go.
place with that one, Rich.
Hold on. Hold
Go
on.
here, TBN.
I'm just saying, Rich. So look, I think that you took it some. I think you took it to a different place, and then why I'm saying
Oh,
that because he's given a specific example about a person's wife, not about what that is,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
what we would
yeah,
consider that to be. We
yeah,
talking
yeah, yeah, yeah,
about
yeah.
somebody's wife, and he's saying
Oh,
is that verbal abuse?
yes, because she's not a bitch. Only your bitch is a bitch. That's what that's just that's how simple it is. It's not see. So
Hey,
I'm
like I
just
said,
saying.
I'm
Rich,
fair, so
Rich,
like I understand.
how do you indicate who's a bitch and who's not?
Oh,
You
let me go
know,
on mute.
if you
Oh,
if you if you're in the barber shop and they talking and they say something about her, you gonna know that's my bitch they talking about. Yeah, that say it's not hard. It's not hard. Trust and believe. I'm telling you, hey, we just said that we have a language that's unspoken. That's the thing with the bitch and all that. That's nigga shit. I'm telling you in the barber shop, nigga told that man that me and my wife, man, the kid, this, that. Tell that's my bitch, man. What happened with my bitch? See, not his wife. So, I wrote a book, Every Man Needs Three Women, so you'll understand a little more if, when they come ready to order. But anyway, yes, shameless plug. But yes, they are out there. Bitches are out there. They'll tell you. You know how you know T-Ben? Go to Instagram and type in bad bitches. They gonna have it right there. I'm a bad bitch. Why would I call her
Hey,
anything?
that's what I'm saying. So
See?
I understand the
See?
other side of it. So I'm not acting like I don't get what's going on.
Oh
But
yeah,
we
yeah. I'm
talk,
just saying, yeah.
but but you answered it already. I'm just reiterating.
Yeah.
We're talking about your wife.
You're right. Not your wife. Hell no. Not queen. Not baby. No, not baby. See, we have our own
So
language.
look. So let me put it this way then, because I think I know what your answer is gonna be. I'm just gonna throw it out there. What if your wife is that? You
See,
married one.
Yeah,
ah,
exactly, Rich. What if you married
but
one? What if you married one?
that ain't the rule. See, you can't. That ain't the rule. You can't. You can't. Cause she
Mm.
not gonna be one then. You know what I'm saying?
Why she
Oh,
not, Rich? Hold on, I don't get that. It's not making sense to me. How you gonna tell me that she not go? If you married that and that's what she is, and all of a sudden now she's not gonna be that because you married her. How does that work? You with me?
Is he is he froze or is he thinking? I
Where you at,
think
Rich?
he
Can you hear
froze.
me?
I think Rich froze for a second. You have to come on back in.
Okay, all right,
Yeah, he
all right.
froze. No, there you go. There you
okay,
go. There you
okay,
go.
I'm
Somebody
back. I'm
called.
back. Okay. Listen, man. Listen, y'all. Like I say, when you marry a wife is not a wife without a husband. So you marry her and she become her husband and she become your wife. Y'all become one. And that union, whatever it was before, you didn't wipe that clean. So that's your wife. So you have to look at her a different way. You can't look at her, you ain't got no bitch in your house. No. You're not gonna respect her. You're not gonna it's nothing that. When she take on the role of wanting to be a wife, that means she done got her shit together. She responsible. She this, she that. So she no longer the bitch, you know. But don't get it
So
twisted. You should marry that. You
so you
should.
saying it, so what you saying is it's a noun and a verb?
Yes.
Okay. When is it a noun and when is it a verb?
Exactly.
I'm listening to the OG.
I'm trying to, but he ain't making a lot of sense right now.
No, I
No,
didn't say
he making
no.
sense. He
I made
making sense. I'm
sense.
just
I
trying.
said,
I'm,
I said, don't really marry them. I said, but when you do marry them and y'all become one and y'all are a union, she represent you now. Now she's no longer the bitch because that you ain't got no bitch representing you. That's your wife. I said, so I'm just saying the bitch position is only for the ones who are bitches. Because guess what? She might be a bitch to you, but be my wife. I might be a bitch to me and then be, somebody else's, everything. So, that's just how this shit flip flop. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's really no right or wrong way. It's just a way, you know.
Okay, all right, all right. Well, I'm gonna give my
I'm
perspective on it right quick.
just saying,
I mean,
I'm gonna give.
I still want to kind of go on this one, man, but I
I
don't
I
know
want
do
you
to.
do.
too. I do
I know
I
you
too.
do.
And I
I
know
know
we
you
running
do.
out of time.
I know you
I
do.
know we
I
running
know
out
you
of
do.
time, and I
I'm
know there's
trying to
more that
dance
we got to
around
get
it.
done.
Okay,
Oh man, come on, baby face, come on now.
quality. What you got
Yeah.
for us? You
Okay.
good
So
on your topic? Oh, come on.
No, I just wanted to get my insight on it.
Yes, sir. Come
Uh,
on.
all I'm saying is this here. I do understand the barber talk language. Therefore, I don't see it as that bad because I do know when men are talking, men kind of talk a certain way. Is it respectful? Absolutely not. Is it right? Absolutely not. And if it was heard by the wife or whatever or however it got back to her, yes, it is a sign of verbal abuse. That is the answer to the question for me. So both of them were verbal abuse situations, although the man's part of it where he called her a bitch, I do understand the logic of the barber talk situation. So I mean it's a little bit of a I don't even want to say grace, so I'm not gonna even say that. I'm just gonna say they both were verbally abusive, but I do understand the man's scenario of the barber talk. And that's my slab, and I'm done with it. And like I said, I'm
All
with
right.
y'all too. I know I want to take this a little further, but I do understand we got to go. So let's rock out.
See,
Hey man, we right
see,
on time. Today. That's crazy.
we right on time, baby. It's
Hey,
two
Rich, you the
oh
goat,
oh
man.
one. Huh?
Rich, you the goat, man. You the goat. Yeah, you the
Why you
goat.
say that, man?
I
Don't
don't know.
say
I
that.
don't know how you do it, bro. I don't know how you do
Why
it,
you say that? Why you say that?
bro. I mean, it's we right on schedule, man. That's crazy how you can do that, man. I
You
gotta give you
see?
a props on that one, man. I mean, I don't know how you
I
do
thank
it.
you. I thank you, man. We just stay course and keep the
Conversation
conversation
still be
rolling.
flowing like it always flow, but
Yeah,
for some
yeah.
reason, when you get on here, time just kind of work in your
Hey,
favor, man.
man.
That's
Hey,
hey, man.
I control time. That's my
I
new
see.
thing. I guess.
I see.
He makes it
Say,
happen.
say, man, this has been lovely. I mean, I think this has been one of the number 30 is definitely gonna be in the books because we had some damn good topics. We could have rolled on this another hour or two,
We
for
damn
real.
sure could have.
I'm
We
just saying.
sure
Yeah.
could
I
have.
mean, there's a
Yeah.
lot of places we could have went. But
Yeah.
like you say, we doing show, we staying consistent, we staying true to our concept. So we professional. We narrowed it down. Y'all got anything to say before we get ready to get up out of here? Oh, let me say this. A good friend of mine passed, Percy Dixon, man. I know every week I get somebody passed, but this is a
Let
guy
me see
who
that
house
backpack. I'm
and
sorry. Go ahead, Rick.
we used to be at his house, and it's an older guy named Mr. Dennis be there. And Mr. Dennis used to come in that house every week, and you know what he'll say? I don't give a damn what y'all say. What you is, what you is. He said, I'm the world greatest nigga. I want y'all to remember that. Somebody got to be it. And he'll walk out every week at that Mr. Percy house who just passed. My guy. That's where I get that from, the world greatest nigga. I said, man, you know, Mr. Dennis, I ain't gonna let that die. I like that. He said, well, goddamn it, get aboard. He always say that. Nobody knew why. I'm talking about for years. That's all he'll come and tell you. I'm the world greatest nigga. You ever heard a nigga tell you that? I said, no. He said, well, I'm him. So here we are. But
Here
anyway,
we are.
we had a
Hey,
great
Rich.
show. Yes, sir.
Hey, Rich. Before I want to say two things. The first thing is hey, B Yogi said give him a stream. You want to hear something?
Now listen, listen. Yogi is not ready for this here. I'm telling you, I'm ready. I'm ready to play guitar on the next rap that we get for. I know we coming up on a new one, huh? Hey, you know, H Town Bayou City. I know they ready to, and I'm on the strings and they rapping. Oh yeah, yeah. I thought we can make it happen.
I
Country
think we
TB,
can.
we'll do a country song. Yeah.
Hey, I ain't mad. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at
See,
all. I can
see.
dig it.
I
Hey,
can
But
but
yeah,
dig it.
before we get out of here though, man, I did want to say, it's been a up and down kind of week, man, and so man, my ex, man, my best friend, man, his sister passed away. Um, in the city of clean hurting. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously. And so prayers, to Celeste, prayers to the family. You know, yeah, I wanted to say that, man. So that really hurt. It hurt to see that happen. But yeah, rest in peace to Celeste. The city is hurting. Thoughts and prayers. Our family, I mean, your family's in our thoughts and our prayers. But yeah, I want to say that, man. Just get some flowers, man, before we get out of here.
okay. Quality, you got something to say?
My condolences to all y'all's losses, man. My condolences.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Hey, hey, if you don't know, TBN Enterprise. Tuesday, listen, the next show will be Friday. That's me and Yogi on Kicking It Back. You know, we gonna do. And then Sunday, you got Quality and Profit talking sports talk. I will be in there because it's 3-1. I mean, it's 2-1, and they don't want to talk about my prediction. I'm gonna leave that alone for another day. Okay. So, and listen. So with that, hey, I hope that young brother Carmelo Anthony, my best of wishes, man. And I hope that
Yeah.
Chinese motherfucker just fall and die some fucking well. Just do us a favor. You know, as Yoga would say, from the north to the south, to the east to the west, H-Town, Bayou City, you know who does it the best. And
Yeah.
man, I'm out, man. Been great. Hit the button. You hit it last.
Thanks for joining the H-Town Bayou City podcast. Be sure to like, share, and follow, and we'll catch you on the next episode.